Good morning, guys. Today is a very snowy day in New England. We had about 14 inches of snow yesterday, and it is time to do the farm work because the birds still need to get watered and fed. I wanted to show you guys the animals in the aviary and just a couple of my farm chores that I'm doing this morning. Bear with me. I hope you guys like my little hat. These are my little gloves that I use to carry the waters and stuff like that. But yeah, it is very cold. It is very snowy, but we're gonna get through it. And I'm feeling a little bit under the weather still, so I sound a little off, but yeah, let's see. I wanted to give you guys still a behind the scenes of what goes on during the winter. The winter is probably the hardest time to keep animals because you have to really carry those buckets of water if you don't have an automatic watering system, a no freeze hydrant, which I do not have one of those. In the future, I hope I can, but we'll see. But for now, I have to struggle and carry water buckets out to the animals. And yeah, the show goes on. I also wanted to show you the new additions to the aviary. I went to the poultry show last week, a couple weeks ago, I believe, and I wanted to give you an update on how the new residents are doing in the weather and how the animals are doing. Let me take you outside and show you what's going on. For reference, here are my dogs. It is almost covering Gabrioli. You see how deep the snow is. It's hard for him to get around, but he still wants to come out. Marcel's a snow dog. He doesn't care. He loves the snow. First stop is the pigeon coop. So I put a tarp here to protect the pigeons from any drafts, from any snow coming in, but we will unravel and see how they're doing. Okay, so the first thing after I take the tarp off is that I collect their waters. And these are some plastic tubs I got at Tractor Supply. They're really good because you can easily flip them over and take the ice out and fill them up versus others that they take a long time. So I'm gonna see both of the pigeons. It is crazy out here. I can barely walk, but all the pigeons are doing good. So I put them in the hot water for a second or two. I flip them over, stomp, stomp, and comes out. Then I go in here and I refill. Next we'll check on the quail coop. Let's take some of the snow off of the coop. Okay. See how they're doing. they are. They're doing good. Everyone's doing good. Everyone's doing all right. Hi, guys. They have an upstairs compartment where they can just hang out. Marcel, hi. Okay, so the chicken coop, look at that. Let's try to get in here. Whoa, whoa. Here are the girls. They want no parts of this snowstorm, but they're doing good. Let's feed them in there. So I'm going to feed them inside of the coop here. Sounds like a rainstorm with them pecking on the ground. Have a couple of eggs. I have some plastic, thick plastic wrapped around my small chicken coop where I keep my small chickens. That is one of my new chickens from the poultry show. And these are where my silkies and my bantam chickens live. And some of my pigeons. But here they are. Everyone's doing well. They're so cute. And that spangled kind of cheetah print colored chickens right there. Those are my Hamburg chickens. There are a rare breed of chickens, and I got a trio, so 2 females and 1 male, and I plan to work with them this spring. Here are the geese. Just fed them. Let's feed the ducks. The ducks want to get out so bad, so I just let them out. They love it. They love the cold. And they have their shelter here that they can go right in. There they are. They went back in their shelter to eat, to hang out. Honestly, 5-gallon buckets for the win. Well, this one's like a 2-gallon bucket, but yeah, I just place it outside of the enclosures and the waterfowl can dip their heads and drink water. This storm is no joke. Look at this. Look at this. Now into my Polish and my other bantam coop. Look at this gorgeous girl. She matches the snow. This is my Frizzle Bantam Cochin. Her name is Cinderella. She's been here for 2 years. I actually got her at the Poultry Congress too. I got her at the show 2 years ago. Okay, we are in the aviary. This aviary, like I showed you before, is an 8 by 20. So let's get started with the residents. As you can see, the canaries live here year-round. They are adapted to this weather in this aviary. This aviary is completely wrapped. And there are pockets where the snow can come in for some airway and to keep the circulation going in here. But for the most part, it is completely enclosed. And in here, I have two pairs of Sybrinski's Polish pigeons, as you can see. They are a type of ice pigeon. She's very curious right now. It has a silver metallic ice color, hence why they're a kind of ice pigeon. I also have some ringneck doves in here. They have been moved in here for the winter. Have all different types. Just hang out. I tried to make the enclosure as realistic as possible. As you can see, I've incorporated a lot of pine from the forest in the back of my house. A lot of logs, a lot of sticks, nesting boxes everywhere, shelters. And this is fully enclosed, as well as it has a greenhouse roofing. So when the snow melts, a lot of the sun can get in here and they can see outside. Here I have my Damascene pigeons. They're another type of ice pigeon. I have one pair. And they are part of the ice pigeon family as well. And so they say that they started the ice pigeon family. They're a very ancient breed of pigeon. I also have some Eastern Bob White's quail here. And they're all puffed up because they want to stay warm. And they are actually native to our region, so they can withstand the cold. I have two color variations here. I have the snowflakes and the silver. Now back there, we have Winho pheasants. I have one male and one female, a pair. And he is starting to color up. So you can see his white is coming in and he has sheens of blue. He'll be eventually all blue with white. And my female, she is starting to speckle up. She's very pretty. Now the star of the show is Mr. Azul here. Mr. Azul is a pied Indian blue peacock. As you can see, he has white patches all around him. And then I have Lady Pearl here, which is a black-shouldered peahen. She's very pretty. I love her white coloration. And they're all hanging out, trying to stay warm. I have the water here that I broke up, several waters, feed stations. They're all doing good. They're all hanging out. This is just outside the aviary. Like, it is crazy with snow. At the end of this video, please check out the footage for the poultry show that I went to in Springfield, Massachusetts. I had an amazing time. I go every year. I enjoy it so much. And there's so many animals there. There was no ducks and geese this year because of the avian flu, which is easily transmittable through waterfowl. So they barred ducks and waterfowl from entering in the show. But nonetheless, it was a great time. I really enjoyed myself. Martha Stewart is always there. And yeah, it's just nice to connect with other farmers and other breeders. And I got a bunch of animals, the peacocks being some of them. But yeah, check it out. Check out the videos, some of the footage from the show after me doing some farm work. Hi guys, good morning. I am on my way to the Northeastern Poultry Congress. It's a annual show that they host in Springfield, Massachusetts. I'm here with my dad and we are getting ready to head on out. It's going to be a 2-hour drive to Springfield, which is out west in Massachusetts, closer to Connecticut. But yeah, we are on our way. It's early in the morning. It's about 7 o'clock. The sun just came out. But yeah, doing what we gotta do. See y'all later. I'll show y'all the Poultry Congress soon.
Why didn't you call? Why didn't you? Why didn't you? Why didn't you call? Why didn't you? Why didn't you?
hope you enjoy. Thanks so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know what animal you guys enjoyed. Take care. Bye.